So here's lesson number 1 on how to not overwhelm introverts. Even though I told you 5 minutes ago that I was going to have you chat at your table and then share out responses, I'm not going to have you share out responses. You just heard a handful of little ideas at your table, and as a facilitator, I'm going to trust that that was what you needed. There are lots of different ways that we get participation. Some is share in the large group, some is pair up, some is get in a throuple, table conversations, moving around, we can go on walk and talks. There are all sorts of modes that people can connect in. And probably the least introvert friendly and least friendly in general is public speaking in front of a group of 100 people. And so what I want to do is these cards are any questions that you use. One of the exercises that I really love that is a little bit more introvert friendly, to not overwhelm folks, I call me to we. And the idea is people who are introverted or ambiverted or even extroverted benefit quite a bit from having time to think. Maybe especially extroverts. Introverts like really like maybe want it or need it, but extroverts like you should think before you speak sometimes, right? And so this exercise, me to we, is really simply choose a question. Listen to how much choice is in this prompt, right? Choose a question that you would like to answer, walk to somewhere far away from your table, spend 2 minutes just thinking about your own response. Then come back in small groups and invite people to share. So do you see how different that is? Where like question swap is like, what is life teaching me? As opposed to, let me sit with it. Now, for those of you who are like the energy to be high and things to be fun and exciting, me too. And I think that a good program, facilitation, class, meeting, etc., event has a heartbeat. And it's up, and there's some time where it's down, a little more reflective, and then it's up, and then it's down, and it oscillates back and forth. And so this is something really nice to just introduce some calm into that as well. Ooh. All right. So in the honor of people who value time to think, what I want to do is take what I call a reaction commercial break, which is a 1 minute period, or 30-second period for you to think. If you've got any questions for me about things that we've done so far, questions for me, or things you just want to share, or an insight that you had, 30 seconds to think about that, and then reaction commercial break is a couple more minutes for anybody who wants to share out and react. Just a quick show of hands. Anybody got something they want to kick out? Ask, share, or say. Got 2. Anybody got something they want to ask, share, or say? All right. 4. Go here.
Kind of a question I had around our most recent conversation was, do you find it's more helpful to call on an introvert, sort of single them out to get them to contribute, or to kind of just maybe provide a structure and wait for them to sort of come up on their own?
So do you find it more helpful to call on an introvert, or I'm going to rephrase a little bit, or create a space that's inviting enough for them to offer or share? Personally, this is like probably all the answers to these questions are with a disclaimer, in my humble opinion. So take it with a grain of salt. In my humble opinion, I rarely call on specific people who haven't volunteered. And I do a lot of smaller group, paired, share, etc. That said, I will do toward the end of something, and even the closing exercise for today, I'll do something that will invite, well, there's a large group, so not everybody to speak, but it will be like, if you catch the thing, you speak. And so in some ways, if I'm going to call somebody out, I'll have the group call it out. So it's like, all right, let's actually see if this works. If it doesn't, get ready to turn this off. So if I toss this to you, and then I'm not going to call on who's next. You go ahead and call on who wants to talk next. Or you throw it to somebody else. So there you go. So in that moment, right, can I make the face that you just made, Francis? Sure. So the face that I call him Francis, the face that Francis just made was And so that's the dynamic that I might try to avoid when calling on somebody. And so throw it back to Steven. So I've thrown that to you. There's 4 other people who raised their hand and want to say something. So look around. Whoever's hand is raised, toss it to them.